always spent money on my boyfriend, buying him nice things and whatnot. He got his PlayStation 4 and a new gaming PC because of me. However, my boyfriend found out that I have a good amount of money and has started to be quite several times.
My hero, Ultra Rumble.
A present! Coming up next is...
Now this I'm into. Now this I'm into.
I'm me. I'm my own man. Time for an old-fashioned massacre. Hey, I'm only human. Hey, I'm only human. This is the place. No, over here! I know you. Stranger danger.
Saturday, we all went out drinking together. He had a bit too much alcohol in his system. It was an expensive bottle of wine. One of our friends was like, "Who orders that stuff? We're good with our beers, and that's way too expensive." Then my boyfriend piped up and was like, "No, it's good. OP is really rich. She can pick up our tab tonight." Cue several other people who I've never told about my family's money suddenly grilling me on why I've never trusted them enough to tell them about my money. And, "Oh, I thought that we were friends," that kind of thing. I broke up with my boyfriend the next day. I could have moved past what he said the other day when we were arguing. But to tell people I specifically asked him not to, something I trusted him with so much, yeah, I've lost a 3-year relationship, and I'm probably going to lose friends as well. Also, if you're curious, I checked the comments, and OP did not pay for the very expensive bottle of wine. She just walked out instead, so good for her. You know, it's kind of a sad story, because if they were together for 3 years, then clearly this guy was into her for, like, legitimate reasons. But the way he reacted when he found out about the money clearly shows that he just saw it as our next Reddit post comes from r/Mary. My husband considers himself a art connoisseur when he's not.
You ready? We're heading to the battle stage!
He built his home office in the hallway of his collection, which he inherited from his grandfather. The problem is that his grandfather got scammed, and most of the paintings, statuettes, and artifacts are fakes or reproductions. Very few are real pieces. My husband knows this,
It's decided.
but he liked the art as a kid, so he kept it. Adding
This
stuff to
one.
it. He always bought
This
fakes
one's
as
good.
well, saying that he likes how they look, and he wouldn't bankrupt us that way. To be honest, I couldn't stand that assortment of random knickknacks,
Okay,
especially
you're
because
starting
they
it.
aren't worth a thing. His hallway and office looked like a kid's idea of a museum. He was away on a trip 2 weeks ago, and I seized the occasion to put all the stuff in storage and give a restyling to his office.
This
I
one.
think he'd get upset, but
Preparations
eventually accepted.
complete.
When he came back, he became silent. I reassured him that I didn't throw away any of his knickknacks, just put them in storage, and that I
It's
liked his
been a
room
while.
much better, and that his grandmother should have done the same thing for his grandpa. He said that the rest of the house had already been my style and he accepted it, but the office and hallway were his space. She assured him that he would like it better with time.
I feel good.
He looks depressed. He stops spending time with his
We're being
family,
attacked.
he talks to me, and we're going to his taste. He acts different. I overstepped. I overstepped. So then I apologized and took stuff back to the office. Then I hey guys, I know that I effed up big time. Your comments just reinforced that feeling. I went to my husband, gave him a massive apology, told him he would really like to get back his collection, get his office
Everyone's in a safe
also
area.
apologize for going behind his back and violating his safe space to look at him. Also, to let the display
Because we're a team.
Lucky me.
Next time you spot something that you would like to add to his
You
collection,
got a lot to
I'm
learn,
thankful.
boy.
He accepted my apology and forgave me. He spent the entire afternoon putting the stuff back in place. It's just not worth it to create a rift between us for this.
Got an
I might not like
item.
his taste in art,
I'm
but I
excited.
love this art.
Got an item.
He's happy. I'm happy too. Then, a couple weeks later, Opie posted an update. I saw my story on
Alright.
TikTok, and I discovered that it's been shared across Reddit, and that many people commented. I read all the
Ready to
comments, and they got me thinking about our marriage, and how it's starting to mirror the one my parents had. My mother has always been very controlling with my father. She's what people would call a one-tone dad, always moaning and complaining about something. And this is the main reason that I keep my distance from her.
Locked
There
on.
is a quiet and avoids all conflict. My husband is kind of like that. Now I'm realizing that I am exactly like my mother. I admit that I didn't outright throw away my husband's stuff, because part of me knew that if I
Ready to
did, it
go.
would have done damage that couldn't be repaired. But I still do many little things
Is
that my
that
mother
an
would do.
enemy?
Like swapping the clothes ones that I think would look better, or I suggest to him what he should post on social media, and put as a profile picture on WhatsApp. I have a conversation with my husband.
There's an
He
enemy.
really feels about my
It's
behavior.
clear.
He says that he's mostly fine with them, but sometimes I can be too intense. I asked him to elaborate, and he admitted
An
that
item.
sometimes
Ignore
he can be
it.
suffocating. He said that sometimes even when we're sleeping, I'll spread my legs on top of him and lay him down so that he can breathe. He teared and listened. And although he assured me that he's not even thinking about leaving me, he told me how miserable my father is. I asked if I should go to therapy to try to mitigate my behavior. He said that he would support me if I did, so now I'm shopping for a therapist. He also said that he would be open for marriage counseling if I wanted to, and I'm considering it. Hopefully, our relationship isn't too long, and I can try to be a more patient and understanding partner.
Ooh,
like he is with
everyone's
me.
in the safe area.
No trading required.
Mine.
This is makes
Level
sense.
up.
The phone is used by Google.
And go.
Usually Google Wave. So with unlimited plus you can enjoy Husky's hotspot tether, the international rate and emerging destinations, all at no extra cost. Get Pixel RS with the unlimited plus plan. Early rose today.
Level up. My face is up here. As expected. Alright.
I'll head here. Darn. It's no good here.
My
There's an enemy. Coast is clear.
The safe area has moved. This report brought to you.
It's super rare to have an OP in the story who's actually capable of self-reflection. Like, wait a second, am I the problem? Oh, I'm the problem. Okay, I'll just fix my behavior. Incredibly rare. Also, this reminds me, when my wife and I were looking for houses, and before we got this house that we're in right now, we went to this one house one time that had just the most insane grandma energy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, there were doilies and fancy decorations of everything, teapot, porcelain dolls,
Is
and
that an
really little
enemy?
art decorations, and artwork of like little babies and the most feminine grand luxury place I'd ever been in, and it was so overwhelming that my wife and I had trouble even communicating with the house to be like all the junk in it. So it wasn't very appealing to us. And I remember we were talking like, does a guy live here at all? This is the most swimming house I've ever seen. And then we went out the basement, and it is the most masculine I've ever seen. It had model cars, and hours of beer cans, and a poker table, and a giant TV, and football jerseys, and just every single, like saying baseball, all the classic guy masculine stuff. And it was just very clear. Girl stuff up top, guy stuff down bottom. And it was just so funny to me and my wife because they were as opposite decoration styles as they could possibly be. The most feminine versus the most masculine imaginable. But this couple apparently decided, you know what, instead of arguing, I'll just have my space, you have your space, and let's just, coexist. We get our own things that we like. That's kind of the key to being happy in a relationship. Just don't dump on things that make your partner happy or enjoy. Like, why would you tear down the art? It has nothing to do with it. Just let the guy enjoy his art. Next one is relationships. My husband he also had a great career, and he was very good at succeeding. The kids were born this passion. He was once very affectionate and flirty, and he would put his hands on them. He had date nights and would take weekend trips filled with kissing, hand-holding, and lots of passionate hugging.
That hits the spot.
For the kids, that began to fade. That we felt like we were just roommates. I kept myself in shape for him and initiated intercourse often.
The safe area has changed.
But the intercourse was amazing. It was basically just get off quick and go to sleep. So after a while, it just stopped initiating. This continued for years. I'd just grown used to it. I still loved him. I had no desire to cheat or divorce. I just figured this is what happens after kids, and I'll just deal with it. And about a year ago, he got a babysitter. He asked me if I wanted to go away for the weekend, just the two of us. I was shocked, but agreed.
Awesome.
The entire weekend, he was affectionate and flirty and just fun. He hadn't acted this way in years. He's a completely different guy, and that includes in the bedroom. This might be TMI, but my husband hadn't gone down with me in years. Every time he did, it was kind of terrible.
The safe area
But
changes
this
in 30
during our
seconds.
vacation, he just did it without me asking, and he was amazing at it. This new attitude continued when we got home. And after that, I started to notice that he had lost weight. Shortly after that, he started to look more toned as well. He had gotten a bit of a dad bod, but now he looked better than when we got married. I had difficulty keeping my hands on him. He's basically become the perfect husband overnight, and I don't know what happened. He says that he just wanted to be a better husband, but there was no event that triggered it outside of turning 40. Did that be it? I've read that middle-aged men sometimes get in shape because they're looking to cheat, but that's not the case. He's never cheated or had any desire to. We have tracking apps on our phones, so we do it all the time. It's work and home. I also see all of his texts since we share an iPad, so I'm kind of stumped. Then, 2 days later, we posted an update. I talked to my husband and asked him if he was taking testosterone, as many of the commenters thought that he was. He said no, but was curious why I asked. So we talked a bit, and pressed him hard on what was going through his mind to make him change so much, and I was able to tease two things out of him. The first was an incident at work. It happened about 6 months before he made his transformation, and I knew about it at the time because he told me. My husband is a VP of finance at a rather large private company. Three members of his staff were engaging in an affair. The woman involved in the affair was married about 9 months. Their husband had started to call the office. So it became a thing that he had to deal with since he was their boss. He told me about the event at the time, but I guess this saga dragged on for some months. And when the woman in question began to open up to others in the just regarding the reason she had the affair, some of the reasons came from her husband. Her husband was behaving much like he was. So he thought to himself, this is not going to be an end. The second thing I teased out of him is that he quit watching adult videos. Now, I do want to say that I don't care that he watched adult videos. I do myself occasionally. But when he did it, and did the deed, it drained any desire that he had. I guess this started when the kids were really young. I was just exhausted all the time. I kept it up because it was easy. Quit doing it to fix our marriage. To get back that desire that he had. So and just bit. So for this conversation, I just understand why you didn't want me to think that the possibility that I could cheat on his mom. And you know, video things, I just like this one. You know, I like these wholesome, ridiculous stories. They're not quite as easy as, like, I walked in on my girlfriend and she was getting plowed by some dude, and then the guy punched me in the face, and I got sent to the hospital. But, just like, hey, you know what, I'll just try to get better. That was our /best adventure update. So if you like this content, podcast where I post the exact same episode. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit videos every single day.
Awesome! Now one! I've got more to try!
Ordinary down. I'm terrible.
I have 7 kills with? Nah, stop, bro. I'm fucking hurt.
That hits the spot.
My face is up here. As expected.
Excited.
My lady's fucking busted.
Perfect.
Nigga had 7 kills.
And the champions of this battle are...
Silence.
I haven't studied.
No good. Bad.
Awesome! My fame is sure to spread. Now this I'm into.